What's going on, everybody? This is Shok, and in this video I gotta play me some Melee because this is pretty much the only thing that can keep me calm as I do this video, because a lot of people, a lot of Nintendo fans that I've been going at lately, they've been telling me that the problem they have in my videos isn't what I say, but how I present it, my presentation, basically how I deliver it. So I'm going to try to stay calm, cool, and collected, but it's really hard to, because this is just some illogical bullshit. And it's blatantly bullshit. There is no defending this whatsoever. There's no different angle you can view it. There's no way of squeezing out of it. There's no defending it. This is blatant bullshit. And if you think this is okay, and if you think this is not a problem, then something is wrong with you. I'm sorry. I said it. But no, the title of the video does not deceive you. Your eyes do not deceive you. When the Miiverse comes to 3DS next month, it will not come with the messaging system nor the friend request system that is found on the Wii U's Miiverse. Now, the funny thing about this is, just last night my girlfriend told me, well, it's not such a big deal that Swap Note got disabled on the 3DS now that Miiverse is coming to the 3DS next month, right? And I told her, what are you talking about? The 3DS, the Miiverse comes to 3DS. That doesn't mean that we're getting a messaging system and we're getting a friend request system. That's not what that means. It's just like, what are you talking about? If the Miiverse is coming, then the features along with it are coming to the system as well. I was like, no. She was like, why are you saying no? She was like, what's your reasoning? You know what I said? You know what my reasoning was? It's Nintendo. That is literally what I said, and you guys can ask her for yourself. This was a conversation we just had last night. Last night before we went to bed. And so, lo and behold, I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, wash my face, right? Brush my hair, whatever, getting ready for the day, open up my laptop. First bit of news I see is, guess what? Miiverse for the 3DS won't have a messaging system or a friend request system. And I just called the shit last night. I shared the news on Facebook, tagged my girlfriend in it. I was like, see, I called it. I called it. I knew it wasn't going to happen. And it's sad how that's a legitimate reason. You see what I'm saying? Nobody should be able to say that the reason for them saying something is because that company's name. You see, I shouldn't be able to say because Nintendo when it comes to the reasoning of something. You see what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, but sadly, you can actually do that when it comes to features and online for Nintendo. Absolutely crazy. So for those of you who aren't Nintendo fans, for those of you who don't own a 3DS, right, you're not really savvy with Nintendo hardware or whatever, basically Swap Note was the only means we had communicating with each other, right, on the 3DS, which was a very clunky messaging system in the first place, but still, it's all we had, so it had to do. But now they've actually disabled Swap Note. And so now Miiverse is coming to the 3DS with no messaging system. As of right now, Swap Note is still disabled, so we actually have no way of communicating with each other on the 3DS. And because Nintendo is trying to protect the kids. Now what happened was terrible, Nintendo, but as I said before, you guys already know what I think about this. I did 2 vids on this. It's not your fault what happened. It comes with the territory. If you're going to have an online device with online communications and whatnot, it comes with the territory. 10 times a month you see a pedophile exploiting a little kid over Xbox Live or PSN, but you don't see Sony or Microsoft shutting down Xbox Live features or PSN features and all that stuff. No, because they understand, they get it. It comes with the territory. You can't save the kids. You shouldn't expect to save them all. You put the parental controls there. You did your part. Plain and simple. You did your part. You provided the tools. It's up for the parents to use those tools and monitor what their children, this nigga is crazy, he just suicided, and monitor what their children are doing. Plain and simple. It's not your responsibility, it's not your liability. It's as simple as that. And I actually had one person on Facebook actually try to defend this and say, if you want online and a messaging system, and you want, if you want a friend request system, all that stuff, then go play on Xbox Live. And I was like, what? So you mean to tell me on my 2011 device, a gaming device, I can't expect a messaging system and friend requests? In 2013, I can't expect that in my system. Whether it's a handheld or home console or not, whatever. I can't expect that because it's not Xbox Live. As I said, there's no way of actually messaging a friend right now. There's no way of actually adding randoms right now on Miiverse. So you know what, when Miiverse comes to the 3DS, and I'm having a conversation with somebody on a game, and I like what the dude is saying, we agree on a lot of things, or somebody challenges me on the 3DS, guess what? I can't add the dude, because there's no way of messaging him. You see what I'm saying? And there's no friend request, so I can't just send him a friend request. Maybe we'll be able to actually put our friend codes in actual messages on the communities. You know, by messaging system, we're talking about private messages here, but I'm talking about actual community posts. Maybe able to do that, but since it's not going to have a messaging system and things of that nature, I imagine that Nintendo is actually going to monitor and actually filter out any posts that have friend codes in them, right? The moderators are probably going to mark those down. That is ridiculous. And you know the thing that will automatically solve all these problems, Nintendo? All you need to do is just have an integrated messaging system in the friends list. It's that easy. It is literally that easy. Just put a messaging system in the friends list. Because for those of you who still may not know, if you're on your Wii U, you go to your friends list, guess what? If you see a friend is online and you guys are playing the same game, you cannot message him then and there. You have to back out the friends list, boot up Miiverse, and then you have to wait for Miiverse to boot up, go page, find your friend, and then you can message him, and then hopefully he sees the blue flashing light on his controller that he's most likely not even looking at, if he's using it at all, right? So that's how you try to communicate and try to get into a game with a friend on Wii U. With 3DS, kind of the same affair. There's no integrated messaging system on the friends list of the 3DS. But if you just have the messaging on the friends list, Nintendo, then you don't have to worry about, you know, little kids communicating with randoms. You see what I'm saying? Because if they're on your friends list, then that means that you can only message those that you have already added. You see what I'm saying? But no, let's be difficult and let's not put the friends list. Let's not put a messaging system where you see your friends. Let's not do that. Let's put it in a completely separate app. So you have to get out of the friends list, boot up something else, wait for that to load up, and then you can finally message your friend, try to invite him to a game. You see what I'm saying? And I can't believe the dude said, if you want something like this, go to Xbox Live. This is something that should be standard, period. There's no defense, there's no getting around it. It should be standard, plain and simple. There's no other way I could make that more clear. I did not mean to do that. Marcy was Luigi. There's just no other way to put it. There should be, these things should be there. The Wii had an integrated messaging system in its friends list. Why the hell does the 3DS and Wii U not? The Wii also had conference chat. How come the Wii U doesn't have conference chat? Why? Makes absolutely no... I'm starting to get a headache. I'm gonna have to end this video, y'all. I'm gonna really have to end this video because I'm just getting very frustrated as of right now. Nintendo, you always talk about how you want to get the hardcore gamers back. You know, you want to appeal to the hardcore gamers. I'm sure you're tired of the mainstream hate and how everybody wants you to fail and all that stuff. And I will say this, the majority of all that, it is just hate. You know, I do feel that the industry wishes that you just be gone and it's unwarranted hate and things of that nature. But some of the hate is warranted and genuine because you do illogical things like this that make you look like a joke in the eyes of the hardcore gamer. Plain and simple. Imagine somebody who wants to, you know, they want to buy a 3DS because of all these 3DS games, right? And they, oh, nice. And they get Mario Kart expecting to play with their friends. And they get a 3DS, they boot it up, they see their friends online, they're, okay, how do I message him, tell him to get online? Imagine how they would feel. They'd be like, what the hell is this? You see what I'm saying? I just don't understand how you guys, Nintendo, yourselves, are okay with not doing these things that should just obviously be done. But see, that seems to be a trend nowadays with Nintendo. If something seems like it should be done, if it seems like it's the obvious thing to do, Nintendo does not do it. It's frustrating. It is just absolutely frustrating. But that's this video. I dragged it on long enough. I'm done ranting, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see you fools later. Peace.